Hello and welcome to Profit Channels. I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. This is my disclaimer. Although I am a CPA, making financial statements is a lot different than investing in the stock market. So talk to your own financial advisor and think of this as a combination of entertainment and education, or edutainment. Thanks. All right, I'm going to talk about the DXY or the dollar versus other currencies. And here's a monthly logarithmic chart. And here is the channel I've drawn in. And you can see touches a couple times here, through here, and then it came up to it, finally broke through it, messed around on top of it, and broke back down and getting ready to go back up again. I like the bottom of the channel, and if we move along this midpoint, what makes me think a channel is good is when the midline has a lot of touches. And so this is well respected. Currently, I see more of this new, we're breaking out of this downward trend for the moment. But, we definitely could come explore further down in here. You can see that here's a real important level. Let's move this around. So here's a real important level. Pretty good. We'll look at these levels here in a little bit. Anyways, so let me move that out of the way. We got this channel. We got some nice touches, top and the bottom. The midline seems well respected. And I'm going to move to the weekly. I think here's something that's interesting to notice in this channel going up. So every time, this dark blue is the 50 period, and the light green is the green is the 200. And when this crosses below, the 50 crosses below the 200, we're at a low point. And then it comes up and it crosses below, and we're at a low point. And it comes up and it doesn't quite cross yet until we come up here. It crosses right here, and that's at a low point. Crosses right here, and we're at a low point. And we're up, and we're coming down, and we're crossing right here. So I would assume this is a low point. If we expand this up a little bit, and we look at the last 3 times, so here's how far we are below the 200. That's about how far we were here. And that's about how far we were here. If I go further back, the distance becomes a little bigger. So this is all telling me that we're positioning to go up. Let's look at a retracement. So from the bottom to the top up here, we're right now at the 618. So this is a strong level to be reversing. And there's one more channel here. So we have this nice channel. Let me zoom in a wee bit. So 2 touches at the top, but we've got a pretty good midpoint line. And then this bottom line's got a number of touches. I went to purple, this bottom green line here. So between this channel and this channel, we're both touching on the bottom. And in the major monthly channel, we broke above. It was resistance, right? Now it's support. We broke below. And so now It was resistance or support, and now it may be resistance, but I think we're going to continue up just because we're at the bottoms of both of these channels. It's not to say that, let's look at where we are right now. So this line, it's a pretty good line. We got touches there, where it switches from its resistance and they break through it. You can see it breaks through and then it's support, and then it breaks back through again, become the next resistance. You could just see this is a very powerful point, and it also lines up with the Fibonacci's. Finally, if I do a short-term Fibonacci projection, that puts us one full move would put us right here. Let's just walk through them. You can see this 3.7 or 3.82 is an important level, so we got to get through there, break that. Again, 0.5 is important. You can just see how these chart out so pretty. 0.618, 786. I mean, just pretty lines. And then finally, we get to 1. And you can just see how this stuff is. I really like this, how this one works out. Let's hide it. And let's look at this big picture Fibonacci levels. So we're going from the bottom to the top to the bottom. And you can see that this line here that we highlighted, that's one full fib. You can see the 786 is also a very strong line. The 618 here is just really nice looking lines. I'm going to, let's just keep going. 0.5, then I like this 382. So getting up to this 1, I think, is a good first goal right here. So that's like 106. So I'm saying it's probably, we're going to be going up here with the price of the dollar, which means gold and silver puts downward pressure on them, and other commodities, copper, what have you. But, nothing happens. This is a weekly chart, so it's going to take a lot of time to play out. Let's look at this. This is my parabolic SAR super trend strategy. Monthly, it's negative, but you can see, and we got some divergence here on the RSI, indicating bearishness. This squeeze momentum is slightly bearish. MACD is looking pretty bearish. It also has divergence. But things get interesting when we get into smaller time frames. So this is weekly. Still, everything's bearish on these indicators, but the RSI, we're just starting to come up. Squeeze momentum is working its way up, and you can see that this the MACD is getting ready to come up, and we got our first green histogram. And when we come into the day, we have buy signals on both the parabolic SAR and the super trend. You can see that our RSI is trending up. Squeeze momentum. You can see this is a positive trend this way, and the green is moving up, and our MACD is making its way up. So all in all, I think the dollar is going to be correcting for a bit. It will go down again, but for now, I think we're in an upward pattern. And I'm looking at this full long-term fib, or short-term. We got to break through some of these levels in here. So let me highlight them a little better. So we got to get back up to 382. You can see that is a powerful line there. And the 0.5, also a lot of touches. The 618. And I really like the 782. So that's 782, and then the full one puts us right here. So I expect the dollar at least to come up in here at some, work its way up. This is a slow mover. Anyways, I've gone too long. I hope you like it. That's my analysis of the Dixie.